Now, Call of Duty tier list. Let's get it. So, number 1, Call of Duty World at War, S tier. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, A tier. Let's get that out of the let's get the obvious ones right away. COD 4, Black Ops, all of these that I'm putting in S and A are obviously the best Call of Duty games. If you want to play a COD game, you're going to play one of these. Now, wait. Oh, yeah, that is all of them. Okay. I think, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Now, we do... I still have... I was going to make a joke where I put all the Call of Duty games in the SS tier. And I was going to make one where it was a negative SS tier. I was going to put all the World War II games in that. But the one below it is just a better row. So we're just going to make a joke where I was just going to put them all in all the World War II games in SS tier. But that's not a funny joke unless you understand what the SS are. So, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. One zombies map was good. The rest were either dog shit. The Super Easter egg was pretty cool. Also, I'm basing this off of my own enjoyment, by the way. The zombies, one good map. Campaign was actually pretty good. It could have been taken in many different ways, which could have made it way better. But they didn't. Now we're stuck with this disappointing game that even the community didn't like. One of the most disliked videos on YouTube is literally the trailer for this game. So, that said, D tier. Because the maps for multiplayer were not good. They were either 3-lane or they were really, really, really complicated for no reason. That none of them had, like, any sort of uniqueness to them. They all felt bland. They felt the same. They felt like we've all played them before. If you played the last one, you played this one, you know? Alright, now. Oh, no. I never played these ones. You know what? Maybe I have. And my memory is just stupid. Gotta add another tier. Because I never played these games, surprisingly enough. Well, not surprisingly enough. I don't even think really any like modern fan of Call of Duty has ever played COD 1, 2, 3, or even the remake of Call of Duty 1. You know, COD Classic. That's what it was called on the 360 when they remade it. I don't think anyone really has. So, putting these here. Now, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Oh, do I have words for Advanced Warfare. The zombies, horrible. You literally had to play to get into it. You had to pay to even get into zombies. You had to pay for the first zombies map. And at that, the first zombies map wasn't even good. Like, what were they thinking? The campaign, admittedly, the campaign would be pretty cool if they let you, like, roam around a bit. Really experience what this new era of Call of Duty can do. But they didn't. And they completely backed the experience off of some celebrity cameos. I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Spacey that was the president in this game. Like, no. I mean, the multiplayer was fun, but it wasn't COD fun. It wasn't Call of Duty. It was decently fun. I got bored in like 2 hours, which is saying a lot compared to some of the other games on this list. Like some of the other games on this list, I don't find enjoyable at all. Such as, where are you, buddy? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. This deserves to go in A tier, by the way. You know what? I'll explain my reasoning why. Like, this game right here. I got bored of it in like 30 minutes. Somehow, the Wii U port was better than the actual game. Explain. Please, explain to me. I mean, I know people are saying it wasn't as bad as you remember. And I agree. It wasn't as bad as I remember, but I'm not going to rebuy this game. I also physically can't play it if I rebuy it. The campaign was horrid. Literally one of the worst campaigns I ever played. Tried to boggle your mind with too much ideas. Failed miserably at that. And the multiplayer was horrible. What was the other mode in this game? Because that mode was also terrible. It was quite literally just Spec Ops, but with zombies. Because they were just missions. That's all that was. Just missions. For a while. I don't really remember much of it, actually. I would replay it, but can't really spend, like, is it still $60 on the Xbox store and on Steam? Yeah, like, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, there's no reason to do that. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Oh my. Do I have words for this? Didn't even have a campaign. They don't even have a campaign I can call bad. They have a mode and stand for the campaign, which I can say is one of the stupidest things ever. They completely destroy Woods' character, Mason's character. They destroy all of them. And for what? A mode that makes no sense and only has, like, multiplayer style of missions? Like, what? But the multiplayer was fun if you weren't looking for what Call of Duty had before it. I personally found it pretty fun, the multiplayer. That being said, I'm only, like, what, level 30-something? I still haven't had the guts to prestige yet. And I've prestiged in most of these games on the list. Now World at War. Sorry, not World at War. Now Black Ops 4. I don't know why I said World at War. The zombies, I actually had a decent amount of fun with the zombies. Some of the maps were good. Oh no, but some of the maps were also some of the worst maps I've ever played. Blood of the Dead. And, to add on to that, the Titanic map, which everyone was really excited for, turned out to be in everyone's top 5 worst zombies maps, including mine. So, with that said, I've had a lot more good to say about this game than all the others. So, C tier. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Great game. Pretty balanced multiplayer. Got a bit too pay to win. But I don't really care about that in my COD games. And this is, my personal opinion of my enjoyment of the COD games. I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I come back. It's one of the only COD games I can avidly come back and still find servers. So, it's got to mean something, right? Even though it was pay to win, the multiplayer, the campaign, horrible. Literally dog shit. One of the worst things I've ever played. The zombies. One of the best zombies experiences you will ever have in a COD game. And I mean ever. So much fun. If you're on PC, you have zombies, not Chronicles, custom zombies, Zombies Chronicles, one of the best things Treyarch have ever done with the mode. Like, it belongs in A. Because of everything else that's dragging it down, it's not S. Like, the campaign was horrible. All these games up here, their campaigns were fantastic. Their multiplayers were fantastic, and their side mode, if they had one, were fantastic. Because COD 4, I'm pretty sure it didn't have Spec Ops, right? I haven't returned to COD 4 in a while. Or remastered. I haven't really done that in a while. So, Modern Warfare. At launch, this game, for 2 years, I would have said, it's the worst COD game ever. Literally ever. But, because now I see that, I was just saying that because the fan base was horrible. I was saying it was overrated. I never really said it was the worst COD game. That would just be wrong. There are admittedly problems with it, like the big camper issue. We need to look at the bigger picture here. Spec Ops. Not that good. Campaign. Amazing. One of the best. One of the only campaign missions that will ever be all gillied up for me is in this game. And then the multiplayer had its issues, still does. I think this is actually an S tier COD game. I forgot about the biggest picture of them all. Oh boy. Warzone. Brought the game back to life, brought it back to dying. But, hey, still put COD back in the limelight for a while. The engine was good, single-handedly the best looking Call of Duty game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Personally, because this is my tier list, I find these as my personal opinion. I love Cold War. I like the multiplayer. It's decent fun if you're looking for a more classic COD feel. The multiplayer was great. This has a really, really good campaign. One of the better campaigns. Hell, this is the only COD game where I got the Max Mastery camo. I have, Dark Aether camo on my Xbox. Like, that's crazy. I've never really grinded for those camos. I've only gotten, like, gold on a few guns and said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And then just proceed to play the game. It's the only one where I've ever been able to, like, fully bring myself to get the completionist camo. Well, that's a zombie completionist camo. I personally find the multiplayer fun too. Like, there's times where it's infuriating when you die by a stupid way, but what COD game isn't? Like, Modern Warfare 2 was broken beyond, like, if they tried to balance that game, they did horrible. Because what was it? What was the gun? Wasn't it the ACR with the noob tube and one-man army? That was super overpowered, and then the what was it? The Remington, like, shotguns that were lever actions that could go almost the entire map. That game was really broken. And so is this game. So I find it unfair how people are like, oh, well, this game was broken in a good way. Now that I think about it, this game only had like 2 overpowered guns. No, 3. The MP5, the Farah, and the LC-10 were super overpowered for a while. That's all I can really think of. But even with those guns, I still found it fun. Well, not when I died to them, but when I finally got the upper hand on them. When I finally beat their ass. All the post-launch content was also really good. I think this, agree with me or not, is personally an S tier. I think it was overhated. Didn't deserve the hate. Had one of the best campaigns, honestly, if you disregard the original I was going to say trilogy. But then I remembered, oh yeah, they are technically a trilogy because Call of Duty World at War, Black Ops 2, Black Ops, and then that's one trilogy, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This actually deserves to go in S tier. Why'd I put it in A? Yeah, I'm not going to deal with placing them where they belong to be and everything. Alright. I still don't understand COD World War II. Like, the game's really alive still. You can go into multiple matches and not find the same person over and over again. That's a huge accomplishment for a game from 2016. If I log on to Overwatch, I'm probably going to find people from 5 matches ago for the next 5 matches. Which, this game is a huge accomplishment for that. I will say that. Personally, I never enjoyed it. I mean, I like the Darkest Shores theme. That's about it in terms of zombies. The campaign, dog shit. Literally ass. Horrible. Not accurate to World War II at all. So, that also bumped my own enjoyment of the game down. So, that goes in D tier. Oh boy. Actually, I still find this game's multiplayer fun. A bit. I also really like the entire playground or whatever the fuck it was called. Headquarters. Yeah, that's what it was called. That was a really cool place in the game. Pretty sure it's called Headquarters. Anyway, I don't know if this is just because it's the latest disappointment in the COD franchise, or it's just my least favorite Call of Duty. So, let's get into my reasoning. Number 1. Hell, I'll fling it around a bit just to make it angry. Even though it doesn't have a personality, I'm going to fling it around a bit just to make it angry. So, Treyarch. Sorry, not Treyarch. Sledgehammer forced Cold War to come out after 5 months of development, because those assholes at Sledgehammer were like, oh, we need 1 more year to make our game, Activision. Forced Treyarch to release theirs early. And then, here comes Treyarch making a game in 5 months and still being one of my favorite Call of Duties personally. But then this game, 4-year-long development cycle. What does it do? Waste it immediately. People find it good for at most a week and then hated the game. The campaign, horrible, wasn't even fun. Not historically accurate at all. And I mean at all. Why the fuck can I find an STG in a Japanese forest over 1 or 2 years before the STG was even created? Why can I find a revolving shotgun that only had 500 models ever released of the damn gun? In every mission. And then we go on to the terrible multiplayer. Oh boy, people said this was just Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Again, they were wrong. This is worse. This is one of the worst COD games I have ever played. Like, I full on haven't even played Cold War since this was made. And I was loving Cold War. Hell, it's killed my entire mood to play Call of Duty Zombies. I've never seen another game do that. Why the fuck is the calculator app open on my computer? I've never seen another COD game be able to do that. Seriously. People didn't like Cold War, but they kept playing Modern Warfare. Vanguard comes out, people don't like Vanguard, they just stop playing everything because they ruined Warzone, so all of those players can't really benefit now because Caldera is such a bad map, literally worse than Verdansk. I didn't even like Verdansk, you know? I didn't like Verdansk one bit. Verdansk was a stupid map. But oh my, was it so much better than Caldera. And they also ruined the multiplayer for their own mode. For their own game. All the guns are overpowered. Most of the guns are stupid overpowered. The game doesn't flow well at all. The gunplay feels like shit. Genuinely had me burst into tears at one moment while I was playing it, saying I don't want to play the game anymore as I close the game and uninstall it from my fucking Xbox. Seriously, what have they done to this mode, to this game, that made it so bad? And guess what? After forcing Treyarch to release their game 5 months early, guess what else they do? Here comes Treyarch again, being forced to make another Zombies mode for a team that can't even competently make their own multiplayer or campaign. And the Zombies mode is fucking ass. One of the worst Zombies experiences you can ever have. Even the remake of Shi No Numa, not fun. Because the gunplay is horrible. And if they're remaking Shi No Numa, just remake it. You've remade it over 5 times now. You could at least just remake it normally. Don't add another place. Because the entire fun of Shi No Numa is there's 4 doors to open. And that's about it. Have fun, kill some fucking zombies. They added an Easter egg to Shi No Numa. They added an Easter egg. An entire Easter egg to a map that doesn't need it whatsoever. Effectively killing one of, in my opinion, the better Zombies maps. Like, come on, people. Stop forcing Treyarch to be your little cash cow thing. Stop forcing them to make side modes and do it yourself. Like Duran Fong. Terramala Dick in My Ass. Some of the worst Zombies maps I have ever played. If you can even count them as maps. Can you? Right? The campaign, horrible. terrible from a gameplay standpoint and a history buff standpoint. No one enjoyed that. Besides for FaZe Jev for some reason. No one enjoyed the multiplayer. Well, some people, of course, enjoyed the multiplayer. I can't speak for everyone. I didn't enjoy the multiplayer. I know most of the people in my life don't enjoy the multiplayer. The zombies was unpurified ass, which you could only find fun for 5 minutes. I literally played my first game. Had a decent amount of fun, you know. I'm pretty easy to entertain. I go into my second game. I'm already bored. I go over to multiplayer, play a few games, go right back to Cold War. And then I keep playing the game for a few months just to see if it got any better. Didn't. I keep getting on, stop playing for a week, get back on, see if it got any better. Once I got off for an entire 2 months, came back to the game. Still horrible. Still in the same state they left it. Besides for the fact that shotguns now aren't the most overpowered thing in the game. Which I guess is pretty good. But come on, people. Make a better Call of Duty game. You're on such a good streak with Modern Warfare and Cold War. Like, people, of course, loved Modern Warfare. People enjoyed Cold War. I think most Cold War haters enjoyed Cold War. To a certain extent. Unlike this unpurified asshole of a game. And I don't even know if it's because this is the current Call of Duty, and I'm only thinking of this as the worst because all the other ones that that people thought were the worst are years behind us now. I don't know if that's filtering my judgment or anything, but I genuinely believe that there is no passion put behind this game. That, open files on accident, whoopsies. Okay, that there was no passion ever put in this game. Ever. This game wasn't made out of passion. This game wasn't made because the developers wanted to make a game. These games were made. This game feels like it was made by just a bunch of suits trying to make a game for money. That's what it felt like. It felt like there was no soul or really talent or want to make a game. The zombies looked amazing in terms of theming. Like, I hope our next zombies mode looks like the theme of this one. But looking at the performance of this game, it's doing horrible. Like, the original Zombies trailer had me so hyped. It was dog shit. This game is so bad that it is in my top 5 worst games I have ever played.